sort of tragic happens back again. Does everything that's good really have to end? A pimp host has to pimp shows, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the...
Or remove that. What's going on, fellas?
Wait, I like hearing myself talk, damn it.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, guys.
Hello. So that was an awesome episode we had with Andy. He's super cool, dude. We're happy to have him on the show. That was a fun podcast. We were able to play 2 of his bands. And now we have the encore. We got the Ghost Town Rebellion. Here, is it just you two or is someone else joining?
Mike's supposed to be joining, so
okay.
He said 6:45, so he's got a few minutes.
Yeah, he does. He does. But
yeah, well, Sebastian's never been on time when it comes time to think. Hey, what time did you go to work this morning, Sebastian?
Shh.
Decides to go out on a Thursday night. Shame on him. He knows this is
I went out last night. I went to the zoo. We have a new alligator zoo exhibit at the zoo.
Man, I cannot stay up past 9 p.m., man.
I know.
I'm out like a light, man.
We had a band meeting on Tuesday, and Jamie's like snoring in his chair.
You actually called me while he was sleeping, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I went out and saw Pigweed play last night. They're from San Antonio, metal band. I got in the mosh pit. I'm still hungover, and I'm still hurting from the mosh pit. So,
I don't go mosh pitting anymore. I'm too old.
No more mosh pitting for me.
No more mosh pitting. I have way too much dental work these days for these nice that I don't want to repay for.
Well, I wasn't gonna get in, but I was videoing the band, and when I was videoing them, someone was bumping into me because I was in the front, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I just turned off my phone and just joined in. And then I felt someone hurt my side, and then I got out. I'm done. But it was fun. I'm not gonna lie about that. That was a blast last night. So we'll wait for Mike. Right? Is that who you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike should be on his way.
That's awesome.
I have to put these on. I can hear you guys better that way.
It would be great. Yes.
So for anyone who's watching right now, we are going to play their new song that just came out today, right?
Today, yes.
Mm-hmm. Just dropped.
Rabbit Hole.
Yes, long time coming.
I know you've been talking about it for since I first started talking to you, I feel.
Yeah, it was supposed to be out this time last year, but the world decided to put a pause on itself because of COVID.
Well, yeah. Today I can officially say, you guys that live out in California is opening back up. And yes. So you know what the sad thing about it is today, well, actually yesterday, I got flooded with requests for some of my artists, and it's like we've already planned to do other shit, but it's like, God, man, we have to entertain this one. We have to entertain this one. We have to entertain this one. So my bands are not happy with me right now because they're like, I thought and it's like, you know what? No, OC Fair.
It's everywhere at once. Yeah.
Orange County Fair. Hey, can I request this artist? And hey, this place out in Anaheim and San Francisco and stuff like that. And I'm like, everything. Yeah. Real. Let me take offers and roll with it. So, Rabbit Hole. Sharon's saying Rabbit Hole breeding hard.
Breeding hard.
Yeah. No one's fucking like rabbits here.
Yeah. This is the third time that Sean has been on the podcast. Officially, third time you've been on, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you met Sam.
Yeah,
first time Jamie's been on.
What?
He says the first time. Neither of you heard each other's questions or answers. We're gonna have to do the 5-timer club or something like that, like Saturday Night Live does. So
yeah, I didn't get any sleep last night because technically the song dropped 9 p.m. California time. So
I saw that.
Yeah, us and management have been up all night long promoting, and I'm probably on no sleep for like 24 hours at this point.
Yeah,
And
I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I set that shit, and then I said, you guys have it for the rest of the night. I am not messing with it. That's what posting is supposed to do. Audio fuck job.
And then I even went to a Burning Man installation. We're doing a Burning Man art show, and I promised my friend that I was going to help build all help the artists build their art installations. So I spent most of my day out there today in the hot sun. That's why.
That sounds great. And Sean, have you gone to Burning Man before?
No. I have so many friends who are burners, but I have a problem with deserts
or dirt.
I don't mind dirt, but deserts and me do not get along, especially in the summertime. I don't like the heat. I don't like dryness. If it was in a forest or along the ocean somewhere, I'd probably be a lifelong burner. I agree with, their philosophy and the way they do everything. And, 9 out of 10 of my friends are all burners. I just can't do that dust.
Well, I went to Burning Man one time, and I'll never be back, but I have no problem with it. It's just rolling in the dirt the first day is not my ideal. And I know it's always for the newcomers. You have to do that. But I'm like, man, I spent enough time in the Marine Corps, and I live in the desert that I don't want to be rolling around in it. And because I'm going to get.
And that dirt is dangerous because it's got such a high alkaline
and silica
content. Yeah. And then if you can literally burn yourself, that's what first thing you tell you, bring water and then
drugs.
Not well. Yeah, bring all the drugs you can take, but
and there's some good ones out there.
Bring water and clear vinegar so you can wash yourself on it, so you don't burn your skin. I was like, oh,
really?
Yeah. Because
from a management aspect, it's definitely different because you expect your artists to get paid in certain ways, and they don't do it that way. So everything,
it's all barter.
It's all barter.
Yeah, here's my Burning Man I'm vaccinated button. I was on the crew today, so I could walk around outside without a mask on, and I can give hugs and all that stuff.
Congratulations. Let's welcome Jamie to the show for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, hey,
Jamie.
what's up, guys? How's it going?
Welcome to the episode. You've missed 2 of them so far.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us back and giving me 3 chances to prove myself that I could show up.
Now the other guy doesn't want to show up.
Yeah.
He's really making me look good today. I think this is a big redemption arc for me personally.
Shoot him a text message
I'm texting him right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm sending people to his house as we speak.
Because I do want to get talking about Rabbit Hole, which is an awesome song, but
man,
I'm drinking these Movo wine spritzers, and they're pretty good. My wife bought them, and she's sleeping, so I took them.
That was surprising. It was like at Burning Man. They're all like, I'm working out there. It's all hot. And they're like, you need to hydrate. Here's a White Claw. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't need a White Claw.
That's not.
I'm like, I'm going to go drink one of these. I'm going to go take a nap and have a headache when I wake up.
Yeah, no crap.
I will probably go back to Burning Man eventually, but I need that artist that is fit for Burning Man. None of my metalcore bands definitely don't fit that genre whatsoever.
What's Burning Man more? What's their like rap and?
I would think like electronic, and I could totally see reggae. I could totally see just like world music and stuff like that. Probably. I definitely. My mom talked about electronic music. That was for sure a big thing there.
There's a lot of DJs, but they all spin like metal and all that stuff too, because half the camp is like, from what I know, like, they're like, and everything's a barter system. So I had friends that were poets, and they'd bring stacks of poetry to trade for water or the ride on the float or whatever they're doing and all that kind of stuff. But,
for water, what a solid plan for getting water.
Yeah,
actually, the big barter system out there is ice. So there is ice runs all the time. So there is cash, and the way it happens is like someone will pool some cash together in like a little community type area, because each of them are separated by little communities. There's like a lot of little. There's like the hippie community, and then there's like the then I call it the techno group that loves their techno music and their dance stuff, and then there's like the indie posh what's the word I'm looking for? You know, people with beards and stuff like that, and
hipsters.
Hipsters. That's what I was looking for. Then you have the reggae crew, and then you have like there's little different pockets of each crew, and as you go around, and then I call them just the freaks. Like these people, like stay away from them. Don't go over there. They will. It's usually probably it's probably sexual in nature, and they'll be like, well, you know, if you were interested, then we could. And then there's just. And each of those groups have their own different kind of drug that they're into on top of all that kind of thing. So so
if it doesn't grow naturally in the ground or isn't brewed, I definitely not going to put it in my body, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's funny to watch those people, you know, doing Special K and all this other stuff, and it's like, I'm good, man.
I hate that. I went to like some sort of techno thing here in Oklahoma City a few years back. I told my wife, we got to go because people are just acting weird. And when people are acting weird and then there's people vomiting and they're around me and I'm not even really that drunk yet, I want to go. I want to leave. Like, this is not fun for me. I am not on their level.
Yeah, it's bad enough watching the crackheads and the meth heads on the streets alone. You know, imagine.
I deal with that daily at my job. It's like the best. Don't go too far. You know, don't do that.
Actually, I had a great one. I was in Columbus, Ohio yesterday, and I watched this meth head. Now the light's green, and then we're sitting there at the light, and I'm watching this meth head literally run back and forth. And I was getting really interested because I was like, are they going to get hit? Oh, no, that car missed them. Oh, 5 different times. I have to tell you, that meth head made it. Like, it was like a live Frogger.
Exactly. It's Frog. I witness that daily. It's crazy. I'm just all, am I going to have to call the corner? Am I going to make sure, or am I going to call the...
Sam was on the phone with me when that happened. He was like, what are you doing? You're going to die. Like, he was like literally yelling.
And I'm in a big old truck because I'm next. I'm next to approach that light or go through that light. So please stay your happy ass over there, because I was telling Sebastian about this. It's funny. Well, it's not funny. It's really sad. When an accident happens, automatically it's our truck driver's fault. And it's like, no. It didn't happen like that. Let me explain the story, Your Honor. And then please don't put me to jail and take away my job because you automatically assume. So, sex with meth head, no teeth. Yes, Sharon. Yes, Sharon.
The colorful commentator, Sharon. Hey, we did have some watchers earlier that were new to the podcast. My sister was on.
They're gone now. We done chased her ass away.
That just had no teeth.
Yep. Sharon, you got stories to tell, or wait, are you one of them? I don't understand.
I don't know. You know,
Sharon,
you know, strange things are happening at the Circle K constantly. You know?
You got to get your box. How do you think Sebastian gets his boxed wine?
7-Eleven, not Circle K.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Whatever. Same thing.
7-Eleven is the biggest grocery chain in America. Do you believe that?
I believe it.
I believe
Crazy, right?
I go there every day.
I didn't believe it at first when I heard it, but then I looked it up and I'm like, wow.
I would think it was Walmart.
Was it Walmart?
No, I would think it's Walmart.
Oh, you would think? Yeah, no, it makes total sense that it would.
I would say Family Dollar now. Jesus, they're everywhere. Family Dollar, especially in rural America. So
I don't know if Mike's going to join, so let's go ahead and get this started. But I was saying earlier that we had some new people watching us tonight. My sister was on here for the first time. Jasmine, so that was kind of cool. KP joined. Janet joined. Some people that normally aren't on watching us and commenting, or they could be watching. We just don't know because they don't comment. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. All right, Ghost Town Rebellion. If Mike joins, then we'll add him on later.
Yeah.
Song dropped 9 p.m. I guess last night California time, right?
Yeah. midnight East Coast time. That's how it works. So.
All right, Rabbit Hole. And now I did do a reaction video to Rabbit Hole that we are going to air. Probably a special date this weekend, Saturday or Sunday.
Cool.
But it was with Ava was on there, and so was George from Dishwalla. So that was really a fun episode. We also did his band. But with you guys, since the song came out, I said, you know what? It'd be super fun to have you guys on the podcast to premiere the song the day it comes out. So,
awesome!
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Now, what you don't know is that video, that live reaction, he was talking so much smack. It was really sad. You guys are all supposed to be friends, and he was just ripping it apart. Yeah.
No, I did not.
You know
What?
I'll take an honest critique over. Hey man, that was great, and I'm like, yeah, freaking.
Well, yeah, we just had that conversation too.
There are some questions. There are some questions that I would like answering. We're going to air it later, but there's another, video critique we did. So I did ask because I know one of your last videos was shot in like one of your band members' orchards.
Yeah,
someone has an orchard, right?
That's what we did. Diamond Queen in. It was Mike's godfather's house in the Delta, and his property backs up to a beautiful old 100-year-old pear orchard.
Was this episode shot at the same location?
No, it's not actually. It was actually shot at my parents' house. They have a 4.5-acre parcel up in Newcastle, California, that they retired to about 20 years ago, and it's just a beautiful piece of property, and we utilized as much scenery as possible on there. I mean, one of the funniest things is we get there and our directors, Devon Whitaker and Jason Angrove, and go like, "Do you have things?" I'm like, "What kind of things are you talking about?" And he's all, like those gnomes. I'm like, "Oh yeah, my mom's collection of gnomes. She's been collecting gnomes her entire life. So she has probably hidden on the 4 acres of property. I'm not kidding you, probably around 200 gnomes all over the property." So we were going around and picking the gnomes up for props. But I was like, you better take a picture where you got them, because I'm not going to remember. But like my mom knows exactly where they're all at. So we better.
Yeah, like Easter egg hunt for gnomes. That's great. That's great.
And I'm not exaggerating. They're everywhere. And then so the main part where the Mad Hatter scene was, and then where Mike's all the main stuff was done on the back property where my parents keep their horses, and then the live band stuff was shot in their barn. So we.
That's awesome. Does everyone in the band have a family member with big properties?
Jamie's parents do.
Actually, yeah. My grandparents
So
property.
The next video is going to be shot there.
We're very resourceful. Yeah.
Jamie's dad's
got our way around everywhere.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, there he is.
Hey.
There's Michael.
Hey,
Mike.
Turn your phone sideways for us.
There you
we go.
There you go. Just in time before we played the video. I do have a question on this video because the very end of it, it's like the version that I have that you sent me. It's just kind of white noise, but you guys are talking. Are you supposed to hear the vocals, or is that supposed to be white noise?
It's supposed to be white noise. That was something that we didn't even know was going to happen, but the directors did that because we had so much footage that we shot that they just kind of want. It was their artistic direction that we totally went along with, and it was awesomely done. And then that was just kind of them with the Mad Tea Party, and then some stuff that we shot with Jessica and Adam Roth. Adam played Tweedledee and Tweedledum, as you noticed in the video, and then our friend Jessica Will, who's a beautiful, beautiful artist, said she would do the Alice role, and just freaking killed it. And then we actually even had hair and makeup. Actually, we Chelsea's old bandmate Morgan Nurster from Aurora. She's also a hairstylist, so she was on set and she did the girls' makeup and then powdered Mike, Jamie, and me up when we needed it. So,
Sam, have you seen the video yet?
Yep.
Okay. The video is super cool. I was trying to guess all the different characters in the video. Let's go ahead and jam this song right now. What do you think? Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right, we're gonna play it. Let's play it uninterrupted because I want everyone to watch the whole thing on here. Then they go on YouTube and then watch our reaction video to it when we play it later on soon. I'll get with Sam on that. All right, let's see. Here's the song right here. All right, man.
What are you doing, Sebastian? God damn it.
Sorry, my bad. Dude, that video looks so fun to make. Did you guys have a bubble machine?
Yeah.
We put Chelsea specifically bought a bubble machine, battery operated for that actually. We went through. That's our biggest production video we did. I think all together we spent about 4 months on production on that, as far as picking location, writing out the scenes. Mike and Chelsea did storyboard. Chelsea did all the set design. I built all the sets beforehand. Jamie,
Mom and Dad charged you forever, like $20,000 to film it there.
I got to mow 4 acres of grass for the next like 4 years every weekend on their push mowers. So I got a lot of work to do.
No.
And then what really saved the day was Jamie did the set list. So he had everything set up exactly on the timing of where everything is. So we all really worked together, and then we did some stuff on the fly while we're there because. I mean, we're all really good artists, and Jason and Devon were just absolutely brilliant with their knowledge of how they wanted to shoot it. And it was like when we were there, we were prepared. It was like, just tell us what to do, and we did it, you know.
I'll tell you what, the acting, I love the facial expressions that you make. When you have the toothpick in your mouth and you got like the guitar or something in your hand, that face you make is fucking hilarious, dude. And like the acting like, from the band members. No, it's more like your mouth is open. I don't know.
Well, I actually, it wasn't a toothpick. I like the whole scene. Like we were shooting, I had a Tootsie Roll pop that I was just sucking on constantly. And by the time we got done filming, it was just a toothpick by that point.
Okay, dude, that video is very entertaining to watch. There's a lot to say about the video. It's neat, the Alice in Wonderland theme. I don't know. I mean, that's, to me, it's pretty original to see something like that. So good job, Sam. What'd you think about it?
Well, I it really got me at the end. I was like, man, I hate being high like that and at the table and everyone's having fun and you just fucking staring at it. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it was good representation of Alice in Wonderland, good play on Alice in Wonderland storyboard. I was telling Sebastian, I says, Sebastian, you know the story about Alice in Wonderland and how that all came about? And he's like, no.
No, I didn't.
Well, it's basically an LSD trip. That's all it is. It's basically an LSD trip, and yeah. So a lot of people try to read so far into it, and it's like, dude, it's just an LSD trip. At the end of the day, that's all it is. You can interpret it how you want to. So, but no, I thought it was really well put together, which is great, and it's a great song on top of that. So yeah, there's not really anything bad I can say. But then again, you guys already know that. That's the reason why. That's the reason why you are who you are. So, if it was poorly put together, I'd probably have way more to say.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, see, Sebastian, he will lie about anything. You talked about earlier. Sebastian was like, "Oh, that was a great song. I loved it," and that's because that's his job. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, "No, don't encourage this behavior out of our artists. This is ridiculous."
The only time we lie is when someone's trying to hide a fart in a van.
That's right. Yeah, it smells like roses in here. Yeah, I agree, Sean. It smells like roses.
Yeah, it's zestfully clean.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even try to hide them anymore.
You don't.
Sorry.
That's why
I mean,
Jamie.
Jamie, are you at least nice enough to go, here comes one, you guys to stand by?
Oh, no, yeah. We actually judge them now because, when you're in the van for so long, it's just you have to entertain yourself so much. So he's definitely I would say a 10 out of 10 when it comes to cracking some wind on the van.
Sometimes I like to start a timer after and just wait for the first reaction, and I use that as a gauge of how my digestion is going.
When that turd is going to show up, and hopefully it's at least right at load in, so you can get out of load in too.
When we get to a 3-second response time, it's trouble.
It's like the thunder. It's like the thunder before
the front door knocking at that point.
What is it? The lightning before the thunder, or the thunder before the lightning, or something?
Yeah.
And this is why I have you guys on my show all the time. See?
Oh, thank you.
Other than and Star Wars humor. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
dude,
speaking of Star Wars,
although I don't know if I can show it.
Show what?
Oh, it's a shirt I'm wearing. It's a Slave Leia, and her tits are covered by the word love.
Just stand in front of the camera there. There you go.
Okay, there. You might be able to see it right there.
Oh yeah, that's a great shirt.
Woo!
Yep. Actually, I remember I used that for a tour poster one time.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
got a lot
please,
of looks wearing that for some reason.
because it's like hot, but it's inappropriate, all rolled into one. You're like,
and censored all at the same time.
I have a lot of conflicted feelings about wearing this shirt.
Yeah, I mean, wearing it at church, Jamie, you really should watch it. I mean, that's one of those things.
We never said hi to Mike yet, actually. So, well,
I know.
Hi, Mike. We're like, all right, here's the song. Let's go.
No, it's fair. I was having some technical difficulties.
I know. We noticed.
Then it sounded. I had to turn off his mic because all that feedback. But he figured that one out. He was like,
figured it out. Yeah, it turns out.
Yeah, and then it sounded like he was in a restaurant afterwards.
Yeah.
People were
nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't love
I figured it out.
So, but yeah, like if you notice, like in the video, that Mike actually took some really cool photographs of the hats we made, and that ended up the single cover. So, if you download the single, the artwork on there are the 4 hats we wearing. I was the Mad Hatter, and Mike was the worm, and Jimmy was the rabbit, and Chelsea was the Cheshire Cat. So that's the.
Now, are you guys? Is this just a single, or is it a single part of an EP that is coming out later on?
It's part of a full album that we were working on. It took us about 2 years to do, and then another 10 months of COVID pushing it back, and then we're finally releasing it. So we're going to release it in stages throughout the summer and the early fall, and I think the full album is going to finally drop in the fall.
Yeah, because lately what I've been doing, because that's the great world we live in. Whereas before it would go single, like 3 singles, then the album, and then you're done. You're touring on that, and you're just out there trying to make things happen. Is that you, Mike, again?
No, I don't have any dogs.
Those are my devil hounds. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got the 2 full houndins.
Mike's a cat guy.
Where's my cat's butt?
I'm the asshole neighbor.
Yeah, there you go.
Say, release the hounds. I actually can release the hounds.
Yeah.
What?
But what I was saying is so the great thing about it now is you can do it any way you want to. So I have artists that are hitting the road in July, so we can't afford to go single, and drop the album because we've already released the plan was to release all the singles with the videos and stuff like that. Now we're just a good example, Animal Sun. We're dropping the album June 11th, and then we'll drop the videos post so we can have stuff that carries us into tour season and stuff like that. So we can also gauge radio play off of those singles as well. And then maybe people will be like, hey, check out the video. Because I think now people are really engaged in videos more so than than the song.
I think so too.
People like to look at things.
Everything. Oh yeah.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah.
So
artists make better videos.
Yeah.
Make better videos.
So
that's what we're trying.
We're trying. So
not you guys. I'm just talking about artists in general.
Oh,
yeah, you guys make a good. You guys make all your. In fact, all. And I know I say this a lot, Sam, but whatever. I actually do like the Ghost Town Band.
Well, you lie. I know you lie because you look off to the left. We talked about that.
Yeah, we got you, Sebastian. We figured it out.
You watch PSI, goddammit.
This is our third poker match. Now that the secrets are all out now.
Yeah, that's right.
His tells are so great.
My favorite song though is that song Sacramento. I think it's called Sacramento.
Oh, thank you.
I love that song.
Yeah, came. That's the second single off our first album that we did 4 years ago. Yeah.
I think I like it because I live in Oklahoma, but I used to live out in that area, and I lived in Sacramento for a little bit, so that may be. But I when you sing that song, I do like that, and I just look that way. Yeah, I know, but I like that song.
That video was fun too because it's like you get to see a lot of Sacramento. We're just cruising around on bikes, so like.
I haven't seen the video.
Yeah, that's out there on the YouTubes, I believe.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of the movie Lady Bird, the video came out like 8 months before the movie came out. I'm like, We literally filmed our video, and the movie came out. I'm like, we should have been the #1 song on that soundtrack because we literally did the whole movie in like 3 minutes, and then you watch the movie Lady Bird for like 90.
I'm telling you,
like,
you needed better management to pitch it. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounds like right here. That was the breakdown.
The crazy thing is, like, the way they filmed that movie, it's almost the way the video went. We kind of did everything scene for scene from front to end. It was just coincidence. So
yeah,
I'm gonna throw a little plug in there, to Greta from Sacramento about that.
Yes, Sharon, I am a busy fucker. That's why you haven't seen me. On top of all that, I have a normal truck driving job, driving across America that I have to fit in to pay for everything for the most part. But yes, there's way too many tours.
You drive trucks?
Yeah, I'm in the back of a semi truck right here. This is a semi truck.
Mike used to do that.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people will think of truck drivers in a certain way, and that's fine. We've gotten that, and we're dirty, hey, got a pretty mouth kind of guy at the truck stop or whatever. Yeah. But the thing is this job is perfect for managing and booking bands because I don't have to fly in and fly out of an airport on my dime. I can use the trucking industry to get me to where I need to go. Good example, June 5th, I'll be down in Ocean Springs, Mississippi for the first show for Transient. June 11th, I'll be in LA for Animal Sun's album drop release night. And then July 31st, I'm at Maha Festival, working the Maha Festival. Our headliners just got announced the other day. So, and then, of course, the last but not least, throughout the whole year, I'll be stopping at Sebastian's house, dropping off all my stuff, and heading off to Italy.
And picking up your mail.
Yeah, I'm picking up my mail. That's right.
Right on. When I think of truck drivers, I think of my dad because he actually built truck trailers professionally for 30 years. So I grew up around the trucking industry, and when I think of truck drivers, my all-time classic favorite movie is Smoking the Bandit. And if you're a truck driver, I think you to me are the snowman. So
yeah, I will tell you, no one talks on the CB anymore except for to talk shit. And hey, what's going? Why is the traffic backed up? That's it. That's the only two things.
I remember, like, my parents used to caravan in the 70s and 80s when I was a kid, and we had a CB, and we had our handle and everything. So
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll give up this job because, and Sebastian will tell you, he kind of lives vicariously through me. He's a little jealous of my lifestyle right now.
I'm jealous. You're a truck driver, man.
That's I'm sitting right now in somewhere in Central PA. I don't even know what city we're in. But I'm heading to New Hampshire, and then, from New Hampshire, God knows only where. So it's like I'm on tour 24/7 with the bands. Like I was back to tour managing again. Great. So except I don't have to put up with artist attitudes anymore, or people farting in bands.
Just yourself,
Jamie.
Well, I do want to thank you guys for letting us play your song. I know we kind of came up with this plan last minute. And thank you for coming on. I know you've been up for 24 hours or so. I'm out of beer. So.
I'm on my 20th win, man. We can talk all night. We're good.
Well, hey, I'll go get some more beer if you're down. I will be back, but I will be drinking.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too, man.
Do you guys have a plan for touring this year, or
yes?
What's going on?
We just started playing shows again. We're taking it very, very easy this year, and tour season's starting in the fall and next year. So we're kind of just getting the rust off. We played a show a couple of weeks ago. It was really, really good. It was a full house. Awesome. We have some small shows and some big shows coming up in the next 3 months. We're pretty much playing every weekend, somewhere within a 200-mile radius of Sacramento or more. And then we're just sticking to. We're kind of being weekend warriors right now, so it's we're used to being on the road 24/7. And when COVID happened, it all stopped, and then we just stopped completely.
You guys need to make it to Oklahoma.
We will come, Sebastian. I swear.
God, Sebastian, no one likes Oklahoma City. God,
we liked it.
Pigweed liked it because they're metal, and it's a metal town, so metal and country.
We fit right in. It's fine.
It is. You can't deny that. That wasn't a lie.
No, it wasn't a lie.
Hey, Mike, that cat was mean mugging you. Like that cat was going to tear you up right there. You must have done something.
She doesn't mess around, man.
I'm telling you. I think a lot of this year's a little funky with touring, and a lot of people probably don't know this, but everything, festivals, tours that were announced, they're all redos. So trying to get on a festival or trying to get on a tour with and support a bigger artist and tour up is not easy. No. I've told the other agents for my artists, I'm like, hey, you have until like June 1st, and then I got to start trying to put something together for my artists. I can't have them sitting stagnant in California. So, and then now all of a sudden, California, you guys literally, like last week, I don't know, was there some kind of call that happened and said, we're opening back up because it just flooded? And granted, each different pockets of counties and stuff like that, we're going to be at 50% capacity, we're going to be at 80%, and then I got all the rest of them that are normal. Like we're going full-fledged.
Yeah, everything we're doing it was originally going to be like 25% occupancy, and in the last literally 14 days that all changed. Everything we're doing this summer is stuff that we were supposed to do last year. So again, like you said, they're all redos. So thank goodness that we were still included in that. So we're going to have a fun summer, and then we're going to be back on the road by next year. So
what's Mike smiling at over there?
We're smiling at the cat, like he avoided this cat because, and then this cat followed him in the room. Was like, you need to feed me, you son of a bitch. Is that an Asian by any chance, or just a Bengal in general? Is that?
No, this is a Savannah. This is a different one.
Oh, okay.
Is that London? Is that London?
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is it a Bengal or one of the Asian types?
Yeah, the other one was a Bengal. This one is a Savannah. This is a.
Okay, got it.
This one's in the way.
Because I always want to get an ocelot for the truck, but I have a feeling I will fuck some people's mind up because they're like, what is that? Because it's huge.
That one goes on a leash. Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
That's cool, man.
But I'd be like, don't fuck with me. I will release my ocelot, and then we'll fuck you up right now.
Right?
Ocelot's a pretty baller move.
Yeah. Attack cat.
Yeah.
He releases the hounds. You release the cats. We've had some animals on the show before. We had Christopher Rowe. His dog was snoring when we were doing that episode.
He had a Frenchie.
Sounds like, is that your dog snoring? He was like, yeah.
Jamie's got a really cute black cat.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh, he's right here, actually. Hang on.
I got a cat and a dog, and they fight each other.
Yeah, the biggest thing is I would have an animal, but that's a lot of responsibility that I just don't want to take on in a truck and small quarter living. So
I have a mean old Maine Coon cat, and she loves the dog. She's like, I call her the cat father because she kisses him on the cheek. Like, this is my muscle, I want to thank you very much, Gives
them the kiss of death, and then fucks his ass up later.
Exactly.
For people that are still watching, we are no longer talking about music, about Ghost Town Rebellion. We're just
talking about cats.
We're just bullshitting at this point.
We're gonna eventually go down the road of celebrity crushes and to see if that we can make connections that. So Avril Lavigne, give me a call. So give me a call. Been a crush.
So what did you guys think of the record, by the way, and all that, and the video?
Oh, the one that we just played?
Yeah.
I fucking love it, dude. I think it's awesome.
Are you talking about? He said the record.
Oh, I'm old school. I still say record. It's a recording.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
The song, the rabbit hole. I think it's cool. I think the video is really awesome. I think it's unique. I like the bubbles and the creative, like the costumes.
There you go.
Do what?
I said there he goes again. He's lying.
No, I'm not lying. No, I'm not lying. I actually enjoy it. But I really actually enjoy the band also, and I thought that song was cool. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have told them to be on and let's do a special Friday night episode with them after the podcast. I wouldn't have done that.
Well, it depends. If you don't ever get Sebastian drunk, he will agree to anything.
No. What if he starts disagreeing?
Yeah,
that means something's really wrong.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No,
depends.
No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
we're jumping off a bridge. No, dog, I ain't doing that. You said we're gonna have a good time.
Well, that was his rule last night. I was like, Sebastian, don't drink too heavily and don't agree to anything
and
whatsoever.
I agreed to something.
Yeah, now I got Scream at the Sky on the podcast, which is fine because
they're a good band. Yeah. I booked it right then. There's a guy from the band. He was playing with Pigweed. He was a fill-in, and he was like, you know, we want to be on your show. I was like, fuck yeah, you can be on my show. And I immediately thought, Sam's going to be so pissed at me for booking someone while I'm drunk. No, but then Sam was cool with it because he actually knows the band. He knows the guy. And I was like, so I found a date that was available, and we booked him. So
yeah, but this is how we had bands before I came on that I had to filter out as I just came on and had all these bands. And I'm like, Sebastian, this band should not be doing interviews at all.
I like every band, Sam.
I know you do. That's the problem. I wish you would have a little bit. But again, he's the talent on the dick. So management's always dick. So
I got to be the nice guy.
He's the nice guy. So, but yeah, no, the aesthetics you guys used. I would love to ask you how much you guys spent. I have a dollar amount in mind that I would charge, or like I would go up to as management to allow and to see. And I always like to see the creativity of people, because people don't realize you can shoot a music video for cheap. Like cheap.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But
yeah.
But a lot of
you can.
Yeah, because we know this as independent artists, but yet you look at like Jason Derulo's $200,000 video shoot, and you're like, really? You could have saved that money for something else.
Yeah, ours. That was the first video we ever hired out to do. It wasn't expensive, but it wasn't super cheap.
Yeah.
And we had some very talented friends who have some really nice cameras and know what the hell they're doing. And then as a band, in filming videos, Mike usually has done every video filming wise up to that point, or one of us holding the camera and Mike would direct, like, you need to shoot it like this. And then we look a quick playback. And most of the videos up to that point were shot on Mike's GoPro, and we actually had, real production, and we had a budget and all that. And all the props were recycled. Everything in there was recycled, other than the costumes. Those are stuff that we actually bought. But what we paid for was the production and the editing.
Well, it would be funny if you're like, well, we went through Mom and Dad's closet and we found all this retro gear.
There was definitely it was scrounged with a lot of random bits.
Yeah, like all the table was a door that Chelsea painted. Like, she painted all the signs. Stuff that she found on the street, the chairs. She like literally went down.
Like we went to
in a dump day, where the people take all their stuff out of their house. Well, Chelsea's like, I got a treasure trove. I got all the props. I'm gonna paint them, and you need to come pick them up. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, crap. Oh, that's awesome, And then
that is awesome.
And then we've been fortunate with my parents were really cool about letting us film on their property.
Keep filming.
Yeah. So and then Jamie and Mike and Chelsea did such a great job with the storyboard and the layout. Like, we that probably should have been more of a 2 to 3 day shoot. We did everything in like 12 hours. Like, we just got there and did it and worked. By the end, when we were shooting, the last thing we shot was all the live band stuff, and I had like a major migraine, and then just got my first COVID shot the day before, so I was probably suffering from that.
Yeah,
but we just kind of powered through it. So
that's cool. Well, I need to go get beer, and I also need to go pee. So
all right.
So
are we signing off? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, if you guys want to stay on with Sam, you guys can. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay. If you guys are gonna stay on, I don't care what you want to do.
Watch him I want to watch you piss your pants. That's what.
No, I'm not the guy.
I gotta get. Yeah, so everyone's got to go. Yeah. We want to thank you guys for coming on. Let everyone know where they can go. They can go to your guys' merch store and how they can support you guys.
We Merch Store. I think Mike's got that set up.
Yeah, right now we're actually building that. The best way to support us right now is to go and download our music, go and view our music, and go and listen to our music online.
Yeah,
we just want to get it out, and then the best thing to do is share it. Just share it. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Just share it. Just share it with a friend.
We put this out through the DNS agency and DNS record group. You guys had Dean on the show not too long ago.
Yeah.
Thank
you to him for all his help.
Yeah. Dean's the one has spearheaded all that, but it's pretty much a self-release because we're licensing it through him. And so this is our first where everything just comes back to us. So if you guys can download it, share it, stream it as much as possible, tell your friends. That's what's going to help us out the most at this point.
Absolutely. I think I did already share it. I think I shared it.
And then
you did. I said thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. And I said, make sure it's a backing auto for your next porn shoot. That'll be great.
Definitely.
Just give them make sure for licensing purposes. Yeah.
All you need to do is call me up and say, "Hey, can I do music?" Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Just tell me.
I always tell we just had one the other day. Someone used some music from one of my artists, and they're not happy about it because they didn't get permission. I said, guys, you're not big. Calm the hell down. Let me just make a phone call and say, hey, can you edit it to just at least put in the YouTube description song by so and so. I said, that's it. It's that simple. It's not hard. I said, you're expecting some sync.
Because Sharon said DNS Records, but I think it's DNS agent. I think it's DNS agency, right?
It's DNS agency.
Yeah.
Okay.
DNS agency and the DNS Records group is what it is. So that's an offshoot of the DNS agency. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I really got to go. Peace. I'll get out of here.
Man.
No, absolutely not.
Oh yeah,
it's Sebastian. Stay here with us.
Well, no, I'm going.
He's gotta go. Pete, so bad.
I'm gonna do this
I gotta go.
Wait, I've got a coin.